What hit us going back a few weeks ago was we had the comment from one gentleman who said he couldn't sleep. So it was the middle of the night, he got up, made himself a cup of coffee and decided to go to church. What can you get that's better than that? That's just brilliant, isn't it? Don't you think?
I seem to have found myself falling into this. I think God's placed this on my heart, and we found ourselves in a situation, unfortunately, with a global pandemic, and it placed a lot of restrictions on what we were able to do as a church, to the point that we actually had to physically close our doors. But that didn't stop us being church. We needed to find new ways of doing that. So we looked at doing online church, and YouTube was one of those avenues that we explored.
We do the service as if we're doing it to each individual person, because in our eyes, it's going out to each individual person.
Because you can grab pieces of music from everywhere and join it all together with pieces of film and mash it up and tell the story. Because it's all about storytelling. Our service online, the way we write it is that it's bringing the gospel alive. The key component is the gospel.
We've changed the service bit by bit, and we've tweaked it here and there, and we find now we're getting between, on an average, 600 to 700 views a week.
I think it's fascinating. I think it's just totally wonderful way to use technology.
It astounds me each week when we have comments or feedback from whether it's the local community or our global church now, really, where we're reaching people as far as New Zealand, South America, Afghanistan, and seeing how, our simple online service is touching them and they're encountering God in where they are, whether that's on the bus, on their way to work, whether they're going to college, or even just gathering around the TV, as a family. And I think that's wonderful.
About 2 weeks after Afghanistan had been put back into the hands of Taliban, we had a lady contact us to ask if we'd pray for herself and her family and her people, as she was in one of the villages that had just been taken over by the Taliban. That really brought it home to us that, she's been in our prayers ever since.
I think it probably is the way it's going to be going. I think, 20 years from now, we probably won't have as many churches as we've got at the moment, because how can you continue to keep a church open with the amount of people that's coming through the door?
You don't have to be a professional video editor. I'm not. Before the pandemic, I hadn't even edited a video, and I learned everything from a YouTube tutorial.
It's out of the comfort zone that us at our age, I'm 60, my husband's 72, there's no way that we would normally get involved in stuff like that. But it's wonderful. It encourages us and it enthuses us.
It's the Spirit moving through us. So we've nothing to feel proud about. We're just amateurs who are obedient to the Spirit.